with Event 8. Bringing 16 new racers to the table here. Monte Carlo and Porsche will begin in Event 8 here. Remember how it goes. 16 cars whittled down to 1 over the course of the next 4 rounds. And we'll be deciding who is the fastest car. The fastest car will then, after these first 10 events, go to the 11th event. Oh, it's a close race there. Look at Porsche coming across in front, pushing it from behind. Take another look at that replay. Nothing better than a good old-fashioned comeback, and right at the end there, the speed was way up. That was incredible. Honda Civic and the SSR. So again, 4 rounds here, quarterfinals, coming after this opening round, followed by the semifinals, and then the finals. And we'll decide that singular victor. Event 11 will have all the victors from the last 10 events competing for the overall victor of all the King of the Curves cars that have ever competed in this season. Honda Civic will come across in front a couple, about 1 car length ahead actually, and move on to the quarterfinals as well. Funny car and the Corvette. This time the funny car is a greenish color. Funny cars come from all around, slotting into many different events here at King of the Curves. And we got another one. This one not faring as well as the previous event where a funny car actually took the overall victory. The Corvette will come across and knock this funny car out here in the opening round. And funny cars all under the same name. But certainly a big stratification of abilities and speed. Another funny car and the hot tub. Will this funny car fare any better? Another green one too, but it looks a little bit different. Different body shape. But nothing's more awkward than the shape of the hot tub, which seems to have some sort of container of liquid on the top of its body. It comes across behind. Funny car with a couple of flips over is going to move on to the quarterfinals here. But certainly, the hot tub is a car to stare at. Man, it's got to be some sort of liquid up there bouncing around. Cadillac and the Mach 5 as we move along. I wonder if that's even providing any sort of advantage or just weighing the car down, getting it a little wet. More wet than would be preferred. Cadillac in the left lane here as we head down the hill. Coming from behind, not gonna happen. And the Cadillac will not advance. Flips over on its back as it comes across the finish line. Not an elegant finish for not an elegant race. Chevy Stalker in the funny car. Wow, that's 3 funny cars so far in this event. And a classic Chevy Stalker. Let's get the number on this one. Number 1. I wonder if it will be number 1 in this event or not. As we head down the hill, number 1 will stay number 1 here in the opening round. Easily moving on. And yet another funny car falls. Very long blue car here. Not a lot of speed though. Plymouth and the El Camino. Sporting their slogans on the side, Purple Passion and Troublemaker. Plymouth on the right. Now moves over to the left to take the outside line for curves 3 and 4. Troublemaker here, the El Camino, heading down the hill, out into the lead. Plymouth pushing from the left side, not happening though. Gotta say it like it is, and Plymouth will not come across in front in the El Camino. Stir up some trouble here, and move to the quarterfinals. BMW and the Trans Am. Trans Am sporting a beautiful insignia on its hood. I wonder what that represents. Some sort of shield or a couple of wings or something. I don't know. Trans Am out into the lead though. Whatever it is on the front, it's certainly giving him some power, and he's going to come across and move to the quarterfinals as well. This is what you want to see. Burst of energy. Seems like some sort of eagle or something. 8 cars here to go as we head to the quarterfinals. We'll shave it down to 4, then 2, then 1. Getting that funny car back out there. That's sort of a goldish green, I think. And we're going to get the Trans Am again. Eagle of power, or bird of power, on its front hood. And it seems to be working out into the lead again. We head to the final hill. The funny car on the left needs some speed on the last hill, pushing from the left side. And we've seen many a car lose on that final hill, and yet again it happens for the funny car. And the Trans Am is going to move his way into the semifinals. Now we got the El Camino, the Troublemaker, versus the Corvette. Corvette, a beautiful shade of glistening maroon. Or crimson might be the better descriptive color. And he's going to be out into the lead here, heading through curves 3 and curves 4. The Troublemaker, it's not over yet for him, pushing on the left side, and he's going to get out in front and take the victory. Exactly what you want to see. And the Troublemaker, not ready to let his reign of trouble end. Porsche, Honda Civic. Back to basic car bodies here for this one. Both cars sporting a nice spoiler. Not really sure if that's gonna increase the speed or not, but looks like the Honda Civic is the body to be staring at here. Look at that, coming across multiple car lengths in front. And you will see that Civic again in the semifinals. Last race for the quarterfinals, Chevy Stalker and the Mach 5. This is the #1 car, this particular Chevy Stalker. And will he be #1? That's what we ask. The answer looks promising, and he's gonna stretch out into the lead. Down the final hill, holding the lead, Mach 5, no challenge. And the Chevy's gonna continue to be #1 here as we head to the semifinals. Now's the chance. 4 cars to go. Will #1 fall to the car who has painted it onto his side forever? Honda Civic, Chevy Stalker, #1. Being #1 for the race here in the semifinals. Honda Civic trying to break that number off. Looking good for the Chevy Stalker. Now takes the inside line out into the lead. Honda Civic, some speed there on the left side. Now it's back to the Civic. #1, not gonna make it. Turns around, 180 there at the end. But that show of agility is not gonna help the fact that a car length behind is where he sits right now, not advancing. El Camino in the Trans Am. Troublemaker versus the Bird of Power. That Trans Am darts into the lead here as we head to the 3rd curve. Now to the 4th curve. Trans Am way out in front. Troublemaker. Might be the end of his trouble. And there you have it. The race was a wide margin. And the Trans Am is going to also be contending for the overall victory here in Event 8. It's the finals that we look at here. First to win 2 races will be the champion. You guys know how it goes at this point. Trans Am, Honda Civic. Didn't expect to see that particular racer out there. But you know what? Any car on any given day can be the fastest. Trans Am pushing from the right side there. In the close lane here. Car length out in front, and the final hill just pushes him more. The gap widens, and the Trans Am will win race 1 here. Honda Civic is really going to need to put on the jets at the end here if he wants to push this to a 3rd race. Honestly, not sure if that's going to happen, but as we say in racing, anything can happen. Honda Civic falling behind already, but does have the inside line to his advantage here. Pushes around the inside line twice. Now has a close race. Trans Am on the final hill, extending the lead. Civic on the right side, at least holding pace, but it's not going to be enough that time. And the Trans Am, with a sweep here in the finals, will take the overall victory and will head to Event 11 of King of the Curves. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video for Event 9 of King of the Curves.